Morning, you guys. Morning. Hope you guys are having an amazing Monday morning. I went with the iced caramel mock this morning. It's a delicious classic. So how are you guys this morning? Did you have a good weekend? I hope that you did. We haven't done a coffee and book review in a minute, so I decided that we should probably do that today. It's not that I'm getting away from book reviews, because I'm still reading a ton. It's that I'm trying to just diversify my content. The more diverse your content is, the more people will be interested in it and want to watch. So I'm really just picking and choosing the books that I really liked. And so today we're going to talk about Claire Heywood's The Daughters of Sparta. And it was absolutely wonderful. Like, cannot 10 out of 10 recommend it enough. It's Monday morning and I needed this coffee. Okay, what is The Daughters of Sparta about? Well, it's the story of Helen, who becomes Helen of Troy. I think everybody has heard of Helen of Troy. Most people have. And her sister, and I'm going to mess up her name, they call her Nestra, but it's like Clemenstra or something like that. And it goes through their childhood, their marriages that are kind of arranged by their father, and their children, and it does get to the point of when Helen meets Paris and goes to Troy, and kind of the results that has on Nestra. Because of Helen's choices, and because of this war, Nestra's husband Agamemnon ends up killing her oldest daughter as a sacrifice, because there's a whole lot going on. There's a priest who has kind of underlying secret agenda, I guess you would say, because of something Agamemnon has done. And so he tells him, in order to win this war with the Trojans, you have to sacrifice your daughter. And there's a lot going on in this book, you guys, but it was so good. And you know, a lot of historical books like that, sometimes they can be a little boring or they can be a little dry. Written extremely easy to read. I mean, from the very first chapter, I was hooked with an incident that happens with Helen as a child, where she goes off with a boy. And Nestra is kind of punished for it because she's the older sister. But yeah, so good. Daughters of Sparta by I believe it's Claire Heywood. I'll double check the first name. I know the last name is Heywood, but I'm 99.9% sure her first name is Claire. But you guys know I always put the author and the book name in the description, so that'll be there. But could not recommend this one enough. Was super good, especially if you like historical stuff like I do. You guys know that, like, historical romance or even just historical fiction is probably my favorite genre. Followed closely by, like, what would they call it? I guess supernatural or sci-fi romance, and then thrillers. Oh my goodness, I've been really into, you guys know that, Ruth Ware, Mary Kubica, that kind of stuff here lately. I love a good thriller. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been reading. I know people are like, oh, she's doing a ton of grocery hauls, she's doing a ton of cook with me's, which I am, and you guys are gonna get a cook with me also in this video for an apple crisp that we did That was like the easiest apple crisp recipe I've ever made. And 10 out of 10 recommend trying this one. It was delicious and extremely simple. So with that, let me go ahead and edit together this apple crisp video and get it in here for you. But if you like historical fiction, pick up Daughters of Sparta. It was very well done. And try this apple crisp because it's fall and it's starting to cool off, and who doesn't love a good appley dessert in the fall? Love you guys and see you guys on Wednesday. Morning guys, morning. Hope you guys are having an amazing morning. This morning we are going to show you a great fall dessert, a classic twist on an apple crisp. So if you guys want to join us and come along for a great recipe, come join us. Loki, what is your mama making? Calm down. This is Stephanie's puppy, Loki, and he likes to help make apple crisp with his fall bandana. You're the most handsome. Oh my gosh, you're the most handsome. Okay, so we are just taking a bag of apples. You could do like 6 large ones or maybe like 8 medium small ones. Make sure they're fully peeled. Make sure you're chopping them up really small there. The smaller you chop them, the quicker they're going to cook down. Just remember that. The larger the chunk, the absolute longer it's going to take them to cook down. So nice little bite-sized pieces, and you're going to do that for, like I said, 8 small to medium, 6 large apples. You should end up with a beautiful bowl of apple like this. There's a few little pieces of peel, but nothing crazy. Putting in about 2 tablespoons of white sugar. How much lemon juice?
A teaspoon and a half. So just
a teaspoon and a half of lemon juice.
And a little bit of cinnamon.
And some cinnamon for taste. There you go. Nice thick coating of cinnamon there. And then we're just going to stir that up. It smells amazing already. Wow. Look at how pretty that is. Woo! Oh my god. I want to like bottle this smell. I mean, I know they make cinnamon apple candles, but
right. It's not the same.
It's not the same as that fresh apple with cinnamon smell.
An 8x8 pan.
So Stephanie says you can use either a regular sized pie dish or an 8x8 rectangle. And we're just going to put the apples in the bottom there, and then we're going to put some crust in, and I'll show you how to make the crust. Is Mommy doing a good job? I think she's doing a great job, man. She's doing a great job on the apple crisp. We're going to start the crust with about a cup of light brown sugar. Does it say specifically light brown, or does it not matter?
It says light brown, but the darker you use, it's just going to have more of a molasses taste to it.
Got it. So you can use light brown or dark brown, but like she said, use dark brown sugar. It's going to have a molasses taste to it. Next ingredient is going to be about 3/4 of a cup of old-fashioned oats. Any kind of oatmeal that you have around the house is probably fine, as long as it's 3/4 of a cup and it's unflavored. And then we're going to use some all-purpose flour there. Looks like 3/4 of a cup. So 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. And then are we going to go ahead and mix our dry ingredients together?
We got to add butter.
How much butter?
1/2 cup.
So then we're going to do probably melted, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so we have our dry mix over here. It is just 3/4 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of oats, and 1 cup of light brown sugar. So now to that we're going to add some butter, about 1/2 cup of butter. And Stephanie was explaining that you want it to be cold butter because you're looking for like a crumble. So you would not melt the butter, as was my initial thought process. Looks like Stephanie's going with the fork technique. because of the cold butter. She's just going to kind of mix everything together, and that fork is going to help her push it around and break it up a little bit. Y'all, it smells like straight fall in here right now, with the apples and the crisp being made with all the cinnamon smells. This is such a classic, like, apple pie, apple crisp is such a fall thing. The second that it gets below, like, 80 degrees, I want apple crisp, I want apple pie, I want apple streusel, I want baked apples. That's just like, I don't know how, to me, apple became a fall thing, but it just is. Okay, show me your spider. Did that come in your pup box? Did you get a spider in your pup box this month? Oh, he's so cute. Thank you. Oh, he squeaks. Loki. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. So once that's fully mixed in there, you're just going to kind of layer it on top of the apples there. And what are we going to bake this at, Stephanie?
350.
For how long?
Until it's golden brown. Probably 20 to 30-ish minutes.
Okay, so we're thinking 20 to 30. We'll check it in 20.
You'll be able to smell it.
You'll be able to smell it instead. Absolutely, for sure. So yeah, just kind of smoothing this crumble mix on top. We're going to check it after 20 minutes at 350. And it should have a very distinct baked good smell, though, when it's done. For sure. Loki is playing you the song of his people beneath my feet. Loki, is that the song of your people? And there it is. It was more like 40 minutes than 20 minutes. So definitely don't listen to our first 20-minute assessment. But 40 minutes later, we have a delicious, delicious apple crisp. We're going to let that cool for a good long minute, and then we're going to eat it. And I'll let you know how it is. So here's what it looks like. We've got some vanilla ice cream with cinnamon swirl. It's called like a turtle track. And then a big scoop of that crisp. Let's see how it tastes. Okay. Let's try it. See how it is. That crumble. Ooh. Man. Let's got a little ice cream. Very good. Definitely 10 out of 10. If you're looking for a delicious fall dessert, highly recommend it. See you guys next time.